Are you living your life based on what you want or what you should do? Let's start with the awareness on how your beliefs were formed. When you were born, you go into a family that already has a structure. This means they already have a set of rules and beliefs that they see and truly believe as unbreakable, and that will help them survive and even thrive. And you are around that for many and many years and have to learn to fit exactly into that box. Otherwise, you will be disgraced by your family. And depending on the country that you were born into, there are even more beliefs to add on top of that. So as a teenager, you are already living according to what others see as good, right, and suitable to their beliefs. So this means that you probably never even learn how to explore and discover what you are and see where that leads you to. And because you are consumed by all those beliefs and way of being and living, you will not notice if what you are doing now is because you actually feel like it or because your parents and others told you you should do that because that's the right way. So it can happen that you think you are choosing, for example, to go to the university because you want to, but in reality it's just because you have to, because with that you will create a better image for yourself, for your parents and others. So here's how to tell the difference between living according to your purpose and excitement and according to your society standards. Oh, I'm going to finish this work right now so that then I have to do it in my free time. Oh, I'm going to work out so that I don't get fat. Oh, I'm going to give this thing to my kid so that he doesn't bother me too much. I'm going to meditate now so that I don't have to think about all those things in my head. Oh, I'm going to ask my partner how his day was because I don't want him to get angry or disappointed. Oh, I have to clean my kitchen so that the things don't pile up. Can you see the pattern here? You are doing things based on what you don't want to happen in the future. You are trying to manage your surroundings just to prevent negative things from happening. So this means that your entire focus is on what you don't want to happen, and you will do things around only that. And if you are aware on how the law of attraction works, then you will understand why you are stuck in a loop and why it feels like impossible to do things that you really enjoy. The law of attraction and mirroring says you attract what you are, the energy you have inside of you. So what do you think you will get when you focus on what you don't want or feel like doing? So this is what it means to do things based on what you want and feel inspired to. Oh, I just feel like enjoying my free time. What do I feel like doing? Oh, I want to sit on the couch, eat a delicious ice cream and watch this movie. Yeah. Oh, I just feel like moving, exercising. What exercise do I feel like doing? Oh, I think I'm going for a long walk, like 2 hours. Oh, I feel like spending some time with my kids. I think I'm going to play with them a little bit. Oh, I feel like my body needs some stillness. I'm going to meditate and then I'm gonna take a bath. Yeah. Oh, my partner's on the couch. I feel like giving him a kiss and just talk to him a little bit. Oh, look, I have some dishes to wash. I'm going to do this quick. I feel like I am in the mood. Can you see the difference here? I am focusing on what I want a lot more than on what I don't want to do. And now you might say, yeah, but I have obligations. I don't have the luxury or the time to always do what I feel like doing. But here you are just proving my point. Of course, if you grow up in this kind of negative mentality, that you will see things that way. But now that you can see that there is another way on living your life, why not trying to experience that? How do you think you will be able to break this pattern to change from doing things that you should, that are obligations, to doing things that I feel like doing, that I'm inspired? For a person that spends all the years living more based on what you don't want and the shoulds, to switch to a lifestyle mentality based on what you want and feel like it, It's going to be challenging because you first have to know how to listen to yourself, to be connected with yourself, and have a sense of self, which means also healing traumas, so that you can actually tell the difference between the voices in your head, the ego and intuition. And once you are there, you are then able to start slowly in your so called free time to practice the doing things just because you feel like it. There is no so that or because. What I mean exactly here is, out of all the things that I can do today or now that are available, which ones feel the best? And that's where you start. And of course, the more you do that in your free time, the more time you will start to gain in the future to do more and more of what you feel like doing. But it will take time. If you focus on, I want this way of living right now, you are only creating more resistance. And by living from a space of what you feel like doing is when your purpose and happiness will come. And you will love the process a lot more than actually achieving that goal, that one thing. Because your goals, they are in the future and you live here and now. And if those goals that you have are really meant for you, then you will be inspired today anyway to do things that will get you there in the future. But here's where the people get lost the most. Doing what you feel like it or what you are excited about does not mean only working towards one bigger purpose, that one thing. All the small things in your daily life that are included in that. The going for a walk, gaming, sleeping, resting, watching TV, cooking, all that. All those things that people call us doing nothing are included and are even essential to your well-being and mental health. And another thing that people don't believe will happen when you live like this is that your so-called chores, obligations, are included in that. It may appear that they aren't in the first weeks that you try it out, but that is only because you were raised in a way that you were forced to do the chores, otherwise the consequences will be painful. So those chores, obligations, are associated with trauma, with pain. And there is something else that will make people a little afraid by doing this. The structure that society has on how to clean up or how to do certain things, the time during the day where you should eat or work or do certain things, or the days during the week where you can rest and so on, is not the structure on how you may be doing things once you start to act on your excitement during the day. And here is where the majority of people get scared or confused or even ashamed. Well, because you have a structure and body in you that comes from your environment, from your culture. And your own structure may be completely different from that. And this can challenge all your beliefs. It will force you to question a lot of things. For example, in my case, I sometimes eat breakfast at 11 a.m., others I eat only at 2 or 3 p.m. Sometimes I go for a walk at midnight, others I am creating something at 2 a.m. But my sleeping time is actually consistent, is always the same. My workouts are always different. Some days I do it at home, others outside, others I'm laying in the bed and doing it. I might clean one room one day and the kitchen another, but other days I clean all at once. And sometimes that is in the morning and others is in the evening. I let myself, my body, my soul create the day as I feel like it. And in my case, it goes against the structure that society has. This doesn't mean that it's going to be the same for you. That's the funny thing about this journey. You will find that out for yourself. But for me, I'm not only able to be more creative and enjoy the day, but I also get things done in a faster way without thinking constantly on, I just don't want to do this, or but I have to do this. And the feeling of freedom that you get from this is indescribable. So it's up to you to decide what kind of a lifestyle do you prefer to live in. Just don't forget, you are the one that has the choice. I hope this helped you in some way, and as usual, I wish you a very nice week.